So look, if you want to grow your wealth, your income, and increase the amount of time off, then these are the shortcuts that can help. Welcome to the Wealth Creation Podcast. Hey everybody, it's Dan Latto. Welcome to podcast 268. So actually this is the second time I'm going live today. And the reason is I've just finished watching game one of the NBA Finals. Best of seven, game one. Golden State Warriors lost. But it's really interesting because a couple of things that was just going on in that game. And I just want to cover this because this talks about confidence and about you doing what you're supposed to do, okay? And performing to the plan, execute the plan, right? So give an example, Danny Green, who plays for Toronto Raptors, he's in a bit of a shooting slump, not being able to hit the shots. Morning, Tina. So he's not hitting his shots, okay? But he's a shooter. He's paid, I don't know, $30 million a year to shoot the basketball. Hey, Tony. That's what he does. That's what he's paid to do. So he doesn't wake up one morning having missed his last 30 shots and go, oh, no, I'm not going to shoot today. No, I'm a little bit nervous, a little bit worried about not being able to hit that shot. Heck, he doesn't do that. He comes out, starts hitting starts hitting shots all over the place. And it's this idea of, oh, well, I better not go live. I don't feel confident today. And it's like, that's crazy. You're there to go live. If my job as a coach is to coach, is to tell people, what the fuck are you doing that for? Do this, do that, do something else. That is my job. That's what they're paying me to do. I don't wake up and go, well, this guy's an ex-Marine. I better not yell at him because he won't like it. Christ, I yell at the guy. If that's what he needs, which is kind of sometimes we all need a kick up the arse. I was having a conversation with somebody yesterday and they were like, we were talking about business coaching and they were like, does that include being yelled at? And I'm like, no, that's extra. No, it's all inclusive. If you want to get yelled at, I'm happy to do that. But it's like we show up and we do what we're supposed to do. So the first example was Danny Green missing his shots. Good morning, Peter. And then hitting the shots because that is what he's supposed to do. Leave your confidence at the door. Forget about whether you feel confident or not. Pick up the ball, shoot the ball. If that's what your job is, that's what you do. If your job is to go live every day, then that's what you do. If your job is to speak on stage and you want to be a stage speaker, go speak on stages. Oh, well, I don't feel like it today. No one gives a damn about how you feel, right? Go do the bloody job. So that's the first example. The second example, Steve Kerr, who's the coach of the Golden State Warriors. So they're like 10 down all through the game, 10 points down. 1 point went to 15 points down. And I'm watching Steve Kerr, and Steve Kerr sat on the bench, hands folded, and he's just watching it like I'm sat watching it. Just like, oh, yeah, we're 10 down. No emotion. Like, I'm sure he's feeling emotion, but he's in control of his emotion. This is not his first ball game. They play 82 games a year. To get to this stage in the playoffs, they've played 15 games. So that's 90-odd games, 97 games or so. I don't know how many, but it's nearly 100 games. We'll play over 100 games in this whole season, right? He sat and watched 100 basketball games that he's coached this year. So he's not worried about, well, if we lose, my life's over. He's not worried about any of that. Tony just put, yeah, personally, no, if you kick someone up the ass, it's deserved. Thank you, Tony. I think that's a compliment. So I had a reputation for being kicking people's asses. I don't think that's fair. Anyway, so Steve Kerr is sat there just watching kind of unemotionally. And he's like, he's not fussed about what the result is. Listen to that. He's won like 4 NBA rings as a player. He's done 3 or 4 NBA rings as a coach. He's about to get his 9th, more than likely. But like to some extent, you could say that's life-changing, but not to Steve Kerr. He turns up. He has a plan. He's got a plan all written down. A lot of coaches, they keep it in their breast pocket, and then you see them 10 down, we're just reviewing the plan. And I always used to think that was crazy. Why would you show that you're having to check your notes? This is what clever people do. They have a plan. It's written down. This is the plan. We're going to perform to this plan. Right? Thank you, Tony. Tony just saying that's a compliment. Thank you very much. This is the plan. Well, what if we're down 10? That's great. We've got a bit on the plan. What if we are down 10? This is what we do. This is the plan that we're going to execute. What if we're up 10? That's fine. This is on this side of the plan. This is what we do if we're up 10. What if one of our all-stars gets injured? They've got like 1 million all-stars on that team. That's fine. This is what we do. Kevin Durant is out. Kevin Durant was playing 42 minutes a game. and they went and used the other bench players, and Steve Kerr would bring the other bench players in, and someone was asking him, you go really deep into your bench, how have you got confidence in those players? And he's like, well, I've got to find 42 minutes from somewhere from other people. So we're just going with what works, but it's all written into a plan. Everything is into a plan, and your job is to execute the plan. Now, when Danny Green wakes up and it hits his first shot and then misses all the others, which he didn't hit quite a lot of shots, but then he misses all the others, that's okay. He tried to execute the plan. The plan was the best plan that they have. Then it's about executing the plan. So if you can then execute to the plan, you're going to win this game of business, of life, of relationships. What's in that plan? Relationships. Send the missus flowers every so often. Mental note, Dan, you need to send the missus some flowers. Do you remember all the stuff you used to do when you were like in the courting stage of your relationship? When you get married 7 years, that's all out the window. So it's like, what's the plan? What is the plan for making your partner feel welcome? What's the plan for marketing your business? What's the plan for managing money? Having budgets for all of your money? That should be on your plan, and you perform to the plan. And then if you go out and blow a load of money, that's okay. You know what you did wrong. You variated. You deviated from the plan. Planning is where it's at. And if you're not planning anything, what if you 10 up? What if you 10 down? What if you're 10 grand up? What if you're 10 grand down? What's the plan? Oh, I don't know. I'll just play it by ear, hope for the best. That's crazy. It just doesn't make any sense. So the plan for Steve Kerr was, this is the plan. We're going to perform to that plan. We're either going to perform and execute our plan properly, or we're going to perform and execute the plan badly. One of those is going to result in a win. One of those is going to result in a loss. I've not watched the after-game press conference. I do sometimes, but I haven't watched it this time. Steve comes up, he just looks at the numbers and he goes, yeah, we didn't perform on defense. We didn't stop Kawhi Leonard. He's probably the best player in the NBA right now. Not the flashiest, but probably the best all-round player. We didn't take care of the ball. We had too many turnovers. Our field goal percentage was down. We didn't hit as many shots. If you're taking 100 shots, you're only hitting 40% when the other teams are hitting 50%. That's going to account for our loss. There's no emotion in there. He's just looking at the stats and he's going, yeah, we didn't perform here. We didn't perform there. That's when you're looking back at what you should have done, and you can see this is why we look back and we work out our performance compared to what we should have done. And then he's going to go home and he's going to write a brand new plan that says less turnovers, better field goal percentages, maybe double down in the low post. And he's going to try a new plan and he's going to execute that plan. And if the players execute to that plan, then great, they're going to win the next game. And if they don't, then we're going to lose. It's really simple. There's no emotion. There's no, you're going to have some pre-game nerves and some pre-game jitters, right? Because it's normal, right? But your job is to go out and perform to the plan. So having this idea about confidence and, I don't feel confident about it today, I better not go play the NBA Finals. It's crazy. Do you like my voice, by the way, my whiny voice? Oh, woe is me. Oh, life's too hard. Life is hard, bitch. Fucking deal with it. It is fucking hard. I don't like to swear on these. YouTube doesn't like it. But life's really hard. I don't know why people think. I was having a conversation with somebody a couple of days ago, and they were talking about something that they were trying to do and it didn't work out. And I was like, what part of you thought it was going to work in the first place? What part of you thought that you were going to go through this plain sailing and everything was just going to work out perfectly? What part of you thought that life is this perfect thing where you go and first time we won it. Oh, first time we did this, everything worked. You're not Mark Zuckerberg. And even first time he did stuff, it didn't work. Or any other famous person or successful person, it's hard, goddamn work getting shit to work properly. Crikey, I can't even get other people to do stuff, like mobile phones. It's like, has no one tested this particular app? Why does it do that? Why does that not work? Has no one tested it? No, you just get it out, knock it out, make loads of money. Yeah, but it's got bugs in it. Yeah, it's fine. It still makes loads of money. It's crazy. It doesn't make sense. Why do I expect stuff to work? I'm having a problem with Facebook Lives when I click done and it just keeps going round and round and round. I'm like, have I lost the Facebook Live? And luckily I haven't. Well, it's Facebook, for goodness sake. Why is that shit not working properly? But what part of me thinks that life is just going to lay it all out on a silver platter for me to go, oh, I'm just going to wake up one day and I'm going to be a property sourcer. And, oh, look at all these deals. Oh, look at all these people I can sell these deals to. I'm a millionaire by the next day. It's just bullshit. I don't know why people think, oh, I'm just going to... And I have clients that sign up. They come on board on property coaching. They sign up for like a month. We have 2 phone calls. And then we go, yeah, I'm done. I'm like, what? No, I'm done. I've got everything I need. Thanks. What the heck are you talking about? You crazy fool. You're going to fail. You can't have 2 phone calls and go, yeah, I know what I'm doing. You're just setting yourself up for failure. It is going to take commitment. It's going to take having a plan. This blank piece of paper, there's no plan on here. But it's going to take having a plan. It's going to take executing the plan, and you're either going to execute the plan well or you're going to execute badly. How you feel on a particular day is irrelevant. Well, I'm really depressed today. Good. Do the fucking plan. I don't care how you feel. Well, yeah, I've had a tough day today. Great. Do the plan. Have you done your plan? No. Well, I thought I'd watch a bit of TV. Turn the TV off. Do the plan. You'll feel better. I went and played basketball. Oh, I'm on a roll today. I went and played basketball Wednesday night, and the other team didn't turn up. But I actually didn't want to even go. I said to the wife, I can't be bothered. Rather stay and watch Netflix. And she was like, no, go. You'll enjoy it. You know you enjoy it. Just go. So I went. The other team didn't turn up, so we played 3-on-4, and I kicked ass. I was hitting shots from all over the place. We won the last game. I hit almost every shot. I was on fire. I was literally on fire. Couldn't miss. And it was like I came home and I was buzzing, and I was like, I wish I could bottle that feeling and just open it and have a sniff of how that feeling felt. Do you know what I mean? Because just that feeling of hitting shots from the 3-point line and hitting them and hitting them and hitting them. 3 3-pointers in a row. Missed a shot, then hit the 4th 3-pointer. Missed another shot and then hit the game-winning shot on a turnaround fall-away jump shot of 46 with my Achilles hurt. And it's like, that was the plan that you were supposed to do. Now, if I hadn't have performed, it doesn't matter. I turned up. I did the work. I put the effort in. The result is irrelevant. The result will come eventually from you performing to the plan, regardless of how you execute. Execution still works, and you need good execution, but if you don't, your life's not over. You just I'm going to hold this paper instead of putting it down. You just hang on to a piece of paper, you hang on to your plan, and you execute to that plan. And if you work out that something isn't working, you can adapt the plan as you go along. Just because you have a plan doesn't mean that you have to stick strictly to that plan and that you can't change it. I used to coach basketball teams, and I call it a fuzzy blueprint. This is what you should do if no other opportunity presents itself. But on the way of executing the plan, other opportunities are going to present themselves. Take advantage of them. I'm going to say that again because that is gold dust for those people that are watching. I've forgotten what it was. What was it? It's a fuzzy blueprint. You execute to the plan. Along the way, you're going to find different opportunities. If they're good opportunities and you can take advantage of them, you do so. Other than that, you revert back to the fuzzy blueprint and you follow the plan. That will do me for the second one of today. But I hope that's useful for you. Quite a lively one there. Clearly all pumped up after that basketball game. I should do that more often. Anyway, have a wicked day, and we'll catch up with you guys on Monday. Take care. Hey, it's Dan here. Thank you for listening. Really appreciate each and every one of you. Please click like or subscribe to the entire podcast.